Hello gorgeous, it's Jen. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am taking a little dive into Catrice Cosmetics. If you're not familiar with them, they used to be sold at Ulta. They are a sister brand to Essence, one of my very favorite makeup brands. So I thought I would try a few Catrice products that I have never tried before. So if you want to see what I picked up, then just keep watching. I figured I would fill in the gaps with Essence products. So right now I have the Essence Brow Pencil in, Essence Primer on my eyes and on my face, and I am going to jump into eyeshadow first. They came out with these palettes, which, by the way, if you're wondering where do I get Catrice Cosmetics, they do have their own website. They are also sold on Amazon. So of course I will have all the products listed and linked in the description box below. And little poll, do you have a hard time locating the description box? What I'm going to do from now on is I will have the products that I used, discount codes, things like that in the description box, but I'm also going to pin it in a comment. Let me know if that helps you, because I know as a YouTube viewer, sometimes I want to look at or be reminded what that creator was wearing. Here is the eyeshadow palette. There were different variations. I picked up the one that says Mocha. Very simple, neutral colors. I was just drawn to it. So let me go ahead and swatch it for you. Here are the shades. We have 8 different shades ranging from matte to shimmer, which I really like. There's a dark matte brown going into shimmer, a nice mid-tone matte, shimmer. It's almost like matching shades. These 3 are the same. And then you have a matte cream and a shimmer cream. Looks very promising. I really like the way they feel on my fingers. Feels like a creamy, rich, buttery formula. This is a Beauty for Real brush. It says contour on it. I'm going to start with that. I'm going to go in with this shade right here. And it's a lighter shade. I'm just using it to create a little bit of structure, and then I'm going to go into a deeper shade, although that's showing up even more than I thought, and that was one dip. A little bit dusty in the pan. That's okay. If you guys could see the amount of dirty brushes in front of me, I wish there was a brush fairy that came and washed all your brushes and sponges at night while you slept. Wouldn't that be nice? Brushes are slim pickings right now. Here is an Essence Smoky Eyes brush, and I want to go into this shade right here, which is a little bit warmer. I like it. I'm basically going right where I was. I'm just being a little more specifically in the crease rather than being a little more loose and letting it blow out, if that makes sense. And then you can always go back in with that original brush that had the first shade and blend the edges. I'm going to go right back into that brush that had this shade on it, and I'm going to go into this shade because I want to deepen that outer corner. Yeah, very nice. No issues at all. Sort of a press and swirl. Just going back in with that original crease brush, blending out any harsh edges. I'm going to wipe that Essence brush off, go back into this shade, and put that on the lower lash line. Now, just for giggles, I'm going to put this deeper brown shimmer very close to my outer corner over here on both sides. Wiping off the finger. Then I'm going to go into this shimmer shade, which is a little lighter in tone, and go right on the center. And then I'm going to go into this brightest shimmering cream. Put that on the inner third. I think that looks nice. I'm going to go back into that crease brush again and just blend. I like it. I added mascara and liner, and I'm ready to move on to foundation. I have this one from Catrice. This is their HD Liquid Coverage Foundation. I have tried the True Skin foundation, and while I like it, I think it is geared a little more towards normal to dry skin, whereas this one is geared more towards normal to oily skin. So this is the one that I prefer. This is one that is in rotation in my drawer. I do enjoy it very much. The claims are that it is mattifying, water and sweat proof. It has niacinamide in the formula. My shade is Hazelnut Beige. I'm gonna put some on the back of my hand. It is also a very thin formula, which I prefer. This is what it looks like. You can see it moving. And I'm going to put this on my face, and what I just put on my hand is probably way too much. So I'm going to start with a little and leave that there and just start applying. This is a Haley's Beauty brush that I believe you can also get on Amazon. Goes on full coverage, super lightweight, dries down to a matte finish, wears really well. I like it a lot, and I did not use everything on my hand. And now for the product I am most excited to try. I have been hearing fabulous things about the Catrice True Skin High Coverage Foundation. It's got hyaluronic acid, it claims to be waterproof. I'm so upset I cannot find my Rare Beauty concealer brush, so I'm gonna have to wing it, and I'm gonna try using this one from Beauty for Real. This is the blender brush. I didn't wet a sponge. Oh, Jenny, you need to clean your desk. But I'm going to start by putting it just in my darkest spots, and then I would rather leave it here for a minute. Maybe I'll put a little bit up here and add more. It's always better to start with less and then build if you need to, until you get comfortable and familiar with a concealer. I'm gonna leave it on for 1 minute. All right, that was probably 30 seconds, but I used my fan. So I'm going to start blending, and I'm gonna start on this outside first. It's looking promising. And then I'm just going to tap it in to the darkest spot of my eye. What do you think? I think I need a little bit more. I might have been a little too light-handed, so let me put one more coat on. All right, there is 2 thin coats, and I can't say I'm blown away, but I do believe it looks nice. I went ahead and set the face with the powder, added a little bit of bronzer, of course, Essence. Now I'm ready to test out a new blush that I picked up from Catrice. This is the Air Blush. Comes in 2 different finishes. They had a matte and a shimmer. I felt like the matte. This is in the shade Spice Space. It looks like a pretty mauve to me, but it's got a beautiful imprint in the center there. Looks pretty light. This is my Elena Badro. Ooh, shows up on my cheek better than it did on my finger. All right, that's very pretty. Soft, blurring. Very nice. And nice, sturdy packaging. I have to say the packaging on the Catrice products is feeling a little more sturdy than what you get with Essence. I just added some bottom mascara, and now I am ready to try one of Catrice's lip liners. This is the Plumping Lip Liner Max Lip. I got mine in the shade Starring Roll. I'll go ahead and swatch this. I'll go right here. Ooh, super soft. But it didn't break, thank you. Lip liner is on. I spoke too soon about it not breaking. It did break when I was putting it on my lips. The other thing that I noticed is that it does set down. When I went to sort of fix the lip line, it drug a little bit. which means you need to be careful because going back in when it drags, that makes it a little bit of a pain. However, it tells me that it probably has a pretty long lasting power. Another negative is I am concerned about filling in my lips. So this might have to just stick to the outlines. I think this is why I prefer a pencil rather than a twist up kind of liner for my lips. I am also admittedly heavy-handed, but I do like the shade. It looks really nice. The lip color that I picked up from Catrice, this is their Scandalous Matte Lipstick, and I got mine in the shade Me Right Now. The packaging is beautiful, very sleek, feels sturdy. The design on the lipstick is beautiful, reminds me of the really nice Lunar Beauty one that I just got, and this one is less than $10. It smells delicious. It's got a teensy bit of a drag to it, but that might be just the beginning part because it doesn't feel draggy now. Sometimes there's an overlay. I love the shade, love the smell, and I think it's going to be long lasting. The last product that I have to play with, I picked up the Catrice Oil Control Matte Fixing Spray. It says here, hydrating, pore minimizing, and ever matte, which is trademarked. I'm going to shake it up. I'll see how nice the spritzer is. Feels okay. Let's try it. I'll go from a distance. That is aggressive. Take my powder puff. Anytime you spray yourself and it really feels like you've been sprayed really hard, you should definitely check because you can get big old watermarks or big setting spray marks on your face that you can tap out. Final thoughts. The eyeshadow palette. It's beautiful. I really like it. I thought that it would lean warmer than it does. I'm looking at my eyes right now. You'll have to tell me what you think, and I think it looks more rosy, but I like it. Now, I did not use this shade. This one definitely looks a little bit warmer. Yeah, that one looks a little peachier. Yeah, so you have neutral, rosy, and warm shades in this one, but the textures were really nice. Are the shimmers out of this world? No, but they're nice. I felt like I got a good pop out of my champagne right there. That looks nice, and I could always put a white base underneath it. The mattes felt super creamy and blendable. Very, very nice. Dare I say, I might even like this formula better than Essence. The foundation I've had, I knew I loved. I think this is the only Catrice thing that I had in my stash. I do enjoy it very much. If you have trouble with your oils and need a little more coverage, I mean, you could even shear it out if you put this on with a sponge rather than a brush. Any way you want to use it, this I do recommend for normal to oily skin people. Blush surprised me. When I swatched it, I thought, oh, it's not going to be enough. But I think it's really, really nice. Is it a little bit subtle? Yes, but if you have a bold eye or you want a softer cheek, there you go. What I do really like about it is it's got that blurring formula. I feel like it's blurred. Hopefully it's long lasting. Like I said, check in the description box or pinned comment below and I will update you on how the eyeshadow wore, how the concealer wore, which I'll talk about that right now. I think the under eyes look good. I'm just not blown away. I think I expected it to just erase all my dark circles and just brighten like crazy and just be magical. And it's not doing that. And maybe my expectations were too high. The lipstick, I really like. It is a very nice brownie, rosy nude, which tends to be what I'm into right now. I feel like it matches the eye look fabulously with the blush. I do want to blot it now that it's been sitting on my face for a minute. I blotted it and very little came off, which tells me that it's going to be pretty long lasting. It feels soft on my lips. My lips aren't tacky, which I appreciate. The lip liner, I'm a little bit concerned because it was so soft. But yeah, look at that. Oh, it's a good one in that respect. I might have to deal with the super soft formula because I cannot say that my Essence lip liner does that. Maybe not even my Morphe. I am scrubbing. Wow, that lip liner, it just redeemed itself in my book. The setting spray, use with caution. I don't know if it's going to keep me matte, but I do know that I have this on. I know that I set it with this. I should have no oils whatsoever. The primer, the Essence Primer, does not claim to be mattifying. It just claims to blur the pores, which I think it does. But this, I will continue using it. I'm taking away a point for the aggressive spritzer. This will make me not want to reach for it, but maybe I can put it in a different bottle. Maybe that's something that I can do, which is a shame because I know I had a Catrice setting spray way back in the day. I think I had like an illuminating one. I know. But the spritzer was really, really nice on it. So maybe I just got a bad one. Let me know in the comments what Catrice products you have tried. What do you really recommend? I would love to hear. I would love to dive more into this brand because it is affordable. It can be found at Amazon. It's already loved because it is a sister brand of Essence, but I am very pleased. So that is everything for today. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you've not subscribed already. I would love to have you join me. I upload videos on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. Of course, if you hit that notification bell, you'll get notified every time that I upload. Please give the video a thumbs up. It really helps my channel, and I look forward to speaking with you in the comments. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.